Hello friends, and welcome back to the Little Country Cabin. And today I am so excited to share with you what I consider the most valuable tool a lady homesteader can have on the homestead. So let me introduce you to the Milwaukee Fuel M18 14-inch battery-powered chainsaw. What I love about this chainsaw, it is the perfect size for me. It's lightweight, it's battery powered, so there's not a lot of noise, as well as no pulling to crank it, because that is one of the things that I think would really appeal to the ladies. It has the M18. This one is the red lithium 5.0 battery. They make more powerful batteries, but I would suggest that you stay with the 5.0 because for the life of your chainsaw, if you go higher, you run the risk of overheating the little motor in the chainsaw. But this one is very powerful, does everything that I need it to do, and lasts a reasonable amount of time. And we have several, so we can keep rotating, and we try to keep a hot one with us at all times so we can get the job done without having to run get another battery. I'm going to go ahead and put the battery in and talk to you about a couple of the safety features that I really appreciate. So this handle right here is forward. As long as this handle is forward, this button right here has to be depressed for it to run. Now I've got the cover on it, but I'm going to show you, as long as this handle is forward, the safety button, and pull the trigger, nothing happens. So we're going to go ahead and pull the cover off. I'm going to show you the business end of the chainsaw, but I'm also going to show you how the safety works. We're going to pull. It's kind of hard to pull back, which is a good thing because you don't want it to bump back real easy, unbeknownst to you, and accidentally engage it when you don't want to. So we've got the handle pulled back. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my hand here. We're going to push this safety button forward, and that's it. As soon as we do that, as soon as we're done with our cut, we want to go ahead and pop that handle forward. We're going to go back and see nothing. To adjust the tension on your chain is right here. And this is just about perfect. You want to be able to pull your chain up and see a little bit of daylight under the chain. If you can't pull your chain up, it's too tight. If you can pull it up and there's a lot of slack in it, that is way too loose. But as you use your chainsaw, you will get a feel for what is perfect for that chainsaw. Now here's what I love. It has its own tool right there carried on the bottom securely. So you don't have to carry an extra tool that's bouncing around or having to dig through a toolbox. This one is right there on the bottom right there, and you can use that to do all the adjustments that you need to do. So when you have a chainsaw like this, you have to keep oil in it for it to run properly. And you can see right here, there's a window. Here's a cap. And there's a window under that cap, and you don't want it to get below about 1/3 of capacity. And you can very well see, it's easy to see, the oil is dark and the window is light, so you can keep up with it. So every few cuts, every little bit, you want to just check your oil real quick and make sure that you're not getting low on your oil. And I'll show you how we put it in. I need to put a little bit in here, and I'll show you how that's done in just a bit. So in the packaging that comes with the chainsaw, it's going to tell you what size sharpener that you need, and you need to be sure to get the exact size that they recommend. Because of the angles of the teeth on the blade, you want to make sure that you have the right size. It makes a difference. These are easy to sharpen. When it gets a little bit dull, you don't go buy a new blade, you just sharpen them. Takes a few passes on each one. You go one direction on every other tooth. You go the opposite direction on those opposite teeth, and I'll show you that as well in just a bit. So to begin sharpening, make sure your battery is out, make sure that your handle is forward, and you can do one of two things to keep up with where you're at. You can either mark a tooth with a Sharpie, or you can also, where the blade is connected with two connections here, there's no teeth right there. You can see all of these have teeth right in close proximity. there's not any there. So you can use this as your beginning point. So next what I'll do is, after I know everything is safe, I'm going to take my file, I'm going to kind of lean over my saw, and I'm going to just follow the angle of the tooth. We're going to go underneath it here, and I'm going to give it 3, just like that. I'm going to give it 3, and it's going to be every other tooth. I'm going to give it 3 files, and that will keep your chain sharp, and it will also make sawing much easier, save wear and tear on the blade and the chainsaw. And you can just reach up when you get to your point, pull your blade back a little bit, and pick up where you left off, which would be for me right about here. And I'm going to walk forward 3, and then 3. We want to go all the same direction. Also, you want to go the opposite direction with the other teeth. And those are like this one and this one. These, because I'm right-handed, these are harder for me to do because I'm going to do it with my left hand. But the principle is the same. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, skip 1, we just did that one. 1, 2, 3. Let me go up here and I'll catch this one. 1, 2, 3. I'm not as good doing it left-handed, so it takes me longer, so we're not going to take a lot of time to do that. But my chain is already pretty sharp. So because I'm going to be turning this over and doing some other things, I'm going to go ahead and put the cover back on. I'm going to leave the battery out of it, and I'm going to next show you about adding oil. I thought we were about 1/3 of the way down, but we're not. This is almost full, but I'm still going to show you how and where to add the oil. Okay, so this is our cap. We're going to go ahead and take this off. My husband may have done this. I don't know if I can get it off. That's probably why it's full. Because sometimes he'll come behind me and he'll clean up and maintain it for me if I'm busy doing something else. It has a little catch. I like to take a rag and just kind of brush the dirt away from it as best I can. Keep the oil clean as best I can. Okay, now you want to make sure that you buy bar and chain oil, and I'm not sure, the sun is so bright on this right here, but I'll take a picture and insert it. You want to make sure that you buy bar and chain oil. Now I'm just going to put a little bit in here because we've really got plenty, but it's not quite full. I like these little, now we have the bigger one. My husband has this big one, this big jug, but it's harder to pour. I like this one here, and it's just as simple as pouring a little bit in there like that. Oh, not too much of a mess. And I said that the oil was dark, but that looked pretty clear. But down inside, it does darken up. I'm not sure exactly why, but you can see it in the window just fine. Okay, I want to make sure that there's no dirt on the threads. I keep some old rags around for as much of this as possible. Just do the best that you can. We're not going to spend a lot of time. And there you go. And that's it. And then also you can see the close-up view of the tool where you can sharpen your chain. And all of that is in the manual that comes with it. I'm not going to take it apart and show you how to do the bar right now because that's really pretty self-explanatory. And like I said, it comes in the manual. So now let's do a demonstration. A couple of things you think of with chainsaws is eye protection and ear protection. Well, you don't need ear protection with the battery powered, but you definitely need eye protection. Don't run the chainsaw without eye protection because it does sling chips, sawdust, saw chips, shavings and stuff, you know, and I've been battered in the face quite a bit, you know, sawing up stuff, so eye protection is a must. Also, you want to be sure that the area around you is not full of debris or logs and stuff that you could step on and slip or cause you to stumble or something. Make sure you're working in as safe an area as possible, and always be aware of your feet, where your feet are. And also with the ladies, please make sure your hair is pulled back and safe where it won't fall forward and can get caught up in the chain especially if it's very long. So keep that in mind. I wear gloves all the time, just about, when I'm outside working, because it just saves the wear and tear on my hands. But just be aware of some of the common sense safety things. Anytime you're handling it that you're not sawing with it, I would suggest you keep the battery out. If you're sharpening the chain, make sure there's no battery in it. If you're storing it, don't store it with a battery in it. Just some extra safety precautions to have a pleasant experience with the chainsaw. For a lightweight, smaller chainsaw that's perfect for the ladies of the homestead, I highly recommend the Milwaukee that we just demonstrated. If you have tips or suggestions that you'd like to share with the community, please drop us a comment below. Also, if you've tried other brands of the smaller chainsaws, the battery-powered chainsaws, let us know what you thought about them in the comments below as well. And if you found value in this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, we invite you to subscribe and be a part of this family. And you know that I'm going to leave you with these beautiful words. Don't ever forget that your Heavenly Father loves you. And we'll see you on the next video. God bless.